Hey guys, welcome back to Popverse. Today, we're diving deep into episode 5 of Spring of Youth. And trust me, this one's an emotional hurricane. From a tragic past to painful truths, this episode changes everything. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, you'll find the links in the description. Let's jump straight in. The episode opens with a flashback from 6 years ago. We see BOM excitedly talking to her mom on the phone. She tells her that she participated in a contest and she won a prize. Her mom is thrilled, praising her for doing so well and promising to visit soon. Then BOM talks about a gorgeous girl at school who's participating in the same event. She asks, "Can I join too?" Her mom gently tells her, "You can do anything you want. My daughter is capable of everything." But just as she's speaking, a car speeds toward her, and in a horrifying moment, her mom is hit. BOM, still on the call, hears nothing. She screams for her mother. On the other side, a black SUV is parked, the same one that belongs to Min Cheol and Sang-gun. BOM begs for help, but they're gone. BOM is next seen at the hospital, holding an organ donor consent form. It's for her mother. She breaks down, crying loudly, demanding her mom not be taken from her. She wants to see her one last time. Back in the present, BOM wakes up from this memory, shaken. Tae-young is by her side and asks if she's okay. She asks about Sa-guy, and Tae-young explains that he called him. Sa-guy was drunk with some friends and passed out. "I told you I'd be fine," Tae-young reassures her and gently touches her forehead to check if she's okay. Meanwhile, Sa-guy is seen in a drunken state, standing outside Song-soo's house. Song-soo finds him and helps him inside. Sa-guy asks if he can stay there for a few days, and Song-soo agrees, although confused. The next morning, Sa-guy starts asking questions. Did Sang-gun ever have a black SUV? Song-soo doesn't know. Sa-guy insists he's talking about 6 years ago, before Song-soo even joined Crown Band. He begs him to look into it, quietly. Song-soo agrees. Elsewhere, BOM is having breakfast with her family. The mood is tense. She wonders why Sa-guy didn't come home the night before. Jae-young mentions that he was acting weird, asking about Bom's mom's death. Maybe he doesn't want to stay in a house where someone died. Cut to Sa-guy visiting the same hospital where his cornea transplant was done. He wants to know who the donor was, but the staff refuses hospital policy. As he walks through the hallway, memories come flooding back. He remembers being brought in and hearing BOM crying nearby, begging them not to take her mom's organs. In another flashback, his mom tells him, "You'll finally be able to see. We found a cornea donor." And just like that, Sa-guy realizes the reason he can see now is because he received Bom's mother's cornea. Next, we see him returning to the accident site. A black SUV is parked there and Sang-gun is nearby. Sa-guy puts 2 and 2 together. Sang-gun killed Bom's mom, he whispers to himself. But what should he do? Should he tell BOM? Who would believe him? He has no proof. Min Cheol watches him from a distance and immediately alerts Sang-gun, telling him Sa-guy was at the accident site. Sang-gun, meanwhile, is furious in a meeting with his staff, yelling about how no one has produced a new song yet. Meanwhile, Jin-A calls BOM and asks if she'll sell her song. Bom flat out refuses, saying she plans to release it herself. But later, Jin-A takes the song to Sang-gun, who is blown away by it. "Did you write this?" he asks. Jin-A nods. Later, BOM and her aunt are called to the police station. They found a witness from the accident 6 years ago, a boy who was 14 at the time. He saw a black SUV in a hit-and-run case. BOM gets emotional, recalling her last conversation with her mom. "She told me a car was coming straight at her." Then the witness enters. It's Sa-guy. But when he sees BOM, he panics and hides. He whispers to himself, "How can I face her?" When the witness doesn't appear, Bom and her aunt step out, assuming it might have been a prank. Meanwhile, Tae-young comes home and runs into Min Cheol. Min Cheol says he supports Taeyoung's dreams, even though every man in their family became a doctor. But he adds, leave your current band and join Crown Band instead. Taeyoung is shocked. Are you asking me to take Sa-gai's place? Min Cheol replies, it was always yours. We then flash back to Taeyoung's audition. He passed with flying colors. But when offered a spot, he refused to replace Sa-gai. Now it seems Min Cheol is pushing harder than ever. Later, Giri applies lipstick on BOM and teases her. Your lips are so dry. Never been kissed, huh? BOM snaps back, I have, and remembers her kiss with Sa-gai. Giri asks who it was, but Bom stays silent. Nearby, Sa-gai watches them quietly. Back at the company, Crown Band is practicing the same song Jinae gave them. Sang-gun informs Min Cheol that Taeyoung has agreed to join the band. But he's suspicious. Why was Sa-gai at the accident site? Min Cheol brushes it off. He has no proof. If he did, he'd be blackmailing us. That night, Taeyoung calls Sa-gai and urges him to meet BOM and stop avoiding her. Meanwhile, Song-soo announces they've finished a new song. BOM, standing on her rooftop, tries to call Sa-gai but no luck. Taeyoung arrives. When BOM asks where he's going, he admits to see Sa-gai. She says she'll come too. On the way, they run into Sa-gai. BOM sees him, walks up, and says softly, I'll forgive you. Come to the house. We're practicing there. She walks away. But Sa-gai whispers to himself, I'm not coming. I'm leaving the band. Taeyoung punches him. Don't go near BOM again. Meanwhile, a mysterious guy arrives near Bom's house in a black car. It's Suk-ji. Giri is outside and sees him. He claims to be Sa-gai's friend and enters Bom's home. Her aunt questions him, but he insists he's just there for practice. Giri demands he delete her photo. He doesn't. Later, BOM runs into Taeyoung again. He asks her to drink with him. They sit, laugh, and share a moment. Taeyoung finally confesses, I like you. You probably know that. But Bom gently replies, I like someone else. You were the only one I could believe after my mom's death. But you're like a brother to me. Taeyoung, crushed, says, I don't want to be your brother. I want to be something more. BOM apologizes again and walks away. Meanwhile, Sa-gai confronts Sang-gun. He smashes his car window and demands, I know what you did 6 years ago. Confess. Sang-gun denies it and asks, do you have any proof? Sa-gai replies, not yet, but I'll bring it. Later, Song-soo tells him, I looked into it. Sang-gun didn't own a black SUV back then. Sa-gai is shaken. Then whose was it? Elsewhere, BOM receives a parcel. It's a phone, Taeyoung's gift. But she refuses it. When Taeyoung comes to check, she tells him, I can't accept this. Not as your sister, not for your feelings. I'm sorry. At school, BOM packs up the band equipment. The members ask why. She tells them Sa-gai left the band. Taeyoung asks, is it because of what I said yesterday? She denies it. You do what you want. As she walks away, she remembers Min Cheol's words. My son will join a different band. Let the old one go. Later that day, Taeyoung returns home. BOM, alone in her room, looks at the old band photo and begins to cry. The next morning, while working her part-time job, BOM hears a song playing. It's her song, being aired publicly. Shocked, she asks the owner, where is this from? He replies, it's a new release from Crown Band. And with that bombshell, episode 5 ends. Wow, this episode was everything. Devastating flashbacks, confrontations, betrayals, and a heartbreaking confession. Who really hit Bom's mom? Will Sa-gai find proof? And what's next for the broken band? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you loved this detailed breakdown, kindly subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a Popverse recap. We'll be back soon with episode 6. Until then, stay curious and keep watching.